You can still buy a house in the United States for under $10,000. No, it's not a dollhouse, not a Craigslist scam. And no, there isn't a haunted clause buried in the fine print. It's real. It's happening. And you're probably not meant to know about it. While most of America is drowning in six-figure mortgages, there are small towns quietly offering homes so cheap it feels like a mistake. But here's the kicker. Every one of these bargain spots comes with a twist. Sometimes it's an old coal town where the Wi-Fi barely works. Other times it's a lakeside paradise where you'll need bear spray just to take out the trash. Today, we're breaking down 25 towns where the housing prices look suspiciously low. Let's dive right in. 20. Harlingen, Texas. Let's start in Harlingen. You can rent a 3-bedroom house here for less than a studio in Tulsa. It's a palm tree-filled city of about 71,000 tucked in the Rio Grande Valley, practically neighbors with Mexico. Homes hover around $136,000, less than most down payments elsewhere. Add in no state income tax, low property taxes, and tacos on every corner, and it sounds like paradise. But cheap always comes with a catch. Crime is about 35% higher than the national average, jobs are scarce, and summers are scorching. A local summed it up perfectly. Harlingen feels like time traveling to 1998, only Blockbuster is gone. 19. Weirton, West Virginia. Next up, Weirton. Homes here cost less than a Toyota Camry, around $112,000. Once a steel giant, today it's a sleepy riverside town outside Pittsburgh where time stands still. Crime is low, but so are wages. The average household pulls in just $45,000 a year. The charm is real, front porches, diners, and neighbors who wave, but the energy is frozen in 1963. If your idea of a wild Friday night is half-off mozzarella sticks, this might be your place. 18. Decatur, Illinois. Then there's Decatur, where a 3-bedroom can cost under $90,000. It's the soybean capital of the world, which sounds cute until you realize the whole place smells faintly industrial. Crime is well above average, and the job market revolves around agriculture and manufacturing. Housing is cheap, but your social life might consist of bingo with retirees. Locals joke that the air always smells like soup, and that's not entirely wrong. 17. Enid, Oklahoma. In Enid, Oklahoma, you'll find homes around $128,000. It's calm, affordable, and quiet, maybe too quiet. Job options lean toward aviation and government work, and nightlife is nearly non-existent. The wind here is relentless. Locals joke that it has an attitude. You'll save money, sure, but don't expect Starbucks past 3 in the afternoon. 16. Bay City, Michigan. Head to Bay City, and you can buy a house for under $95,000. This Great Lakes town sits on Lake Huron's Saginaw Bay, full of boats, breweries, and antique shops. But crime is spicier than you'd expect. It ranks safer than just 17% of U.S. cities. The weather is pure Michigan chaos. Potholes big enough to swallow your car, snow in April, thunderstorms in January. Fun fact, Bay City is Madonna's hometown. 15. Mission, Texas. Mission looks like a budget-friendly paradise. Median homes are under $100,000. The cost of living is low, and retirees love the endless sunshine. But the heat is brutal. Think 200 days of sun with triple-digit summers. The economy leans on agriculture and healthcare, and nightlife dies after 10 p.m., unless you count hanging out at the grocery store parking lot. 14. Eagle Pass, Texas. In Eagle Pass, homes average $89,000. It's right on the U.S.-Mexico border, which makes people nervous, but the crime rate is lower than in Austin. Life is slow, safe, and culturally rich, though you'll spend plenty of time explaining to outsiders that it isn't a war zone. 13. Springfield, Illinois. Springfield, the capital of Illinois, has homes for around $108,000. It's obsessed with Abraham Lincoln, has solid government jobs, and is surprisingly affordable. But the violent crime rate is nearly double the national average. So while you're buying history, you're also budgeting for home security. 12 Warren, Michigan. In Warren, homes average $99,000. It's a Detroit suburb heavy in auto manufacturing with plenty of steady work for trades. But crime is higher than average, winters are harsh, and potholes are legendary. Still, affordability makes it attractive if you don't mind rough edges. 11. Flint, Michigan. Flint is infamous. Homes average just $69,000, and you can find properties even cheaper. The water crisis still defines its reputation, and violent crime is 4 times the national average. Yet, the city is slowly rebuilding. Artists and developers are moving in, and downtown has flashes of new life. Flint is risky, but it's also a rare chance to buy low in a city mid-recovery. 10. Toledo, Ohio. Toledo's homes sit around $115,000, but you can find them for far less. It has a world-class zoo and decent jobs in healthcare and education, but crime is about double the national average. It's a city of extremes. Some neighborhoods thrive, others feel abandoned. Housing is cheap, but so are the thrills. 9. Scranton, Pennsylvania. Scranton, made famous by the office, has homes just under $110,000. Once a coal town, now it's a scrappy working-class city. The cost of living is low, crime is average, and the weather is unpredictable. It's affordable, quirky, and still rebuilding from decades of decline. 8. Rochester, New York. Rochester homes average $107,000. Once home to Kodak and Xerox, the city now attracts creatives and freelancers. But crime is high in certain areas, and winters are brutal, with over 100 inches of snow a year. Affordable, yes, but seasonal depression is practically built in. 7th Street, Louis, Missouri. In St. Louis, the median home price is about $110,000. The catch? Violent crime is over 4 times the national average in some neighborhoods. It's a city of contrasts, gorgeous old brick homes, world-class food, and one of the worst reputations for safety. Buy carefully, and you might strike gold. 6. Detroit, Michigan. Detroit deserves its own category. Here, homes can cost less than a bottle of water. Median price hovers around $66,000, but entire blocks go for a few thousand. Crime is high, infrastructure is shaky, but the art scene is thriving, and downtown is seeing serious investment. It's a gamble, but one that's luring bold buyers. 5. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh flipped from steel town to tech hub, with Google, Uber, and Duolingo all based here. Yet homes average just $175,000, still cheaper than most big U.S. cities. The weather is moody, the streets confusing, but the culture, jobs, and affordability make it a hidden gem. 4. Memphis, Tennessee. In Memphis, homes cost around $118,000. The music and food are legendary, but crime is high. Living here is a trade-off. You get grit, culture, and equity at the price of constant vigilance. 3. McAllen, Texas. McAllen offers homes under $100,000. It's sunny, friendly, and cheap with surprisingly low crime. But summers are brutal, the job market modest, and the pace of life almost too calm. 2. Waycross, Georgia. Waycross homes average $85,000. It's small, swampy, and quiet, mosquitoes included. The rail yard dominates the economy. Downtown is sleepy, but housing is dirt cheap. Peaceful, but you trade convenience for calm. 1. Hermitage, Pennsylvania. Hermitage has homes under $90,000. It's safe, quiet, and community-driven, but very slow-paced. Expect snow, modest job options, and not much nightlife. But your mortgage could cost less than your weekly grocery bill. And that's the list. Towns with cheap homes, but each of these comes with its own hidden catch. Let us know if you'd like to live in any of these towns in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.